Winter is picturesque, but carries the possibility of fire hazards as we seek heat. Well, we usually don't get the picturesque part, but we do get the cold at times, so we went to the experts to ask about fire safety during winter.
The issues with space heaters is sometimes the simple fact that we've probably had one for 10, 15 years and it no longer meets the standard now. So a lot of space heaters that are in use still don't have the tip over hazard where if it accidentally gets knocked over, it has an automatic safety shut off for it. Whereas some that are a little bit older may not have that uh, function. So it continues to keep heating and then obviously catches other things that it touches on fire for, say, like carpet or things of that nature. Other issues that are with space heaters are people storing flammable objects that are easily ignited by some type of heat source or just plain gasoline or something like that. They can be a great hazard also. Sometimes when unfortunate circumstances and people's livelihoods and whatnot are an issue, the only way that they can actually heat their house because they can't afford an HVAC guy to come out and fix their central AC or heat. They don't have money to pay for continuous use of electricity for space heaters and things of that nature. Sometimes what they'll end up doing is using their stovetops or their ovens to produce heat with an open flame, and that obviously causes a really greater potential and risk for things to catch on fire during the winter time per se. It is highly recommended that you do not use it, but we do understand that in the times of need and cold that is something that does happen, and we want to make sure that things aren't stored near those or ovens or whatnot. Make sure that they're clean and regularly being watched per se. Also, we want to make sure that you do have some type of smoke detector and carbon monoxide detectors inside of your house, because anything that you're using that produces carbon for, say, like natural gas or kerosene or propane heaters, they're going to put that stuff out. And we want to make sure that it at least alerts you or makes you aware that it is getting to those dangerous levels. Dealing with like central AC and furnace units in the house, we need to make sure that the residents are aware that once or twice a year before the winter season, they should probably kickstart those systems so that they can obviously be put in use and burn off whatever little particles are there. A lot of times when you turn on your heater for the first time, you do get that awkward smell in your house. And that's usually what it is because it hasn't been started in a while, that it's actually burning off a little bit of those particles. And that's what gives you that odor. And so, obviously maintaining and checking your furnace or your central AC unit, making sure that it's ready to go outside of the winter season or a few months before the winter season is highly recommended. So that way you can address any issues found other than in the immediate time for use.
For Stafford Snapshots, this is Randall Williams.